Hey guys, thanks for checking out my video. This is Detroitwasp. I'm gonna make a quick little video today. I'm gonna talk about the changes of Holy Pallies coming in the next expansion pack Legion. This is the pre-patch 7.0. I just came back to the game. Not only am I going to talk about the changes, there's not a whole bunch of changes, but the changes they did make are kind of game changers. Kind of change the way you play them a little bit. But also at the same time, since I did just come back to the game, I had to make a whole new UI and set my went from a MMO mouse, well actually a Logitech MMO, which had left, right, and ring finger, which I use the ring finger as a shift modifier, so I didn't have to really touch my keyboard too much. To two button, which it's a really nice mouse. It's just not as convenient to have the extra buttons. So I'm trying to work around that and get used to it. And I had to reset up my auras and everything. Sometimes when you gotta compress the game and reinstall your stuff and reset it all up. I'm gonna go ahead and let this little animation play out just because I really like the way my guy looks. It's probably my favorite Mog in the game, and I went torn just for that Mog. Yeah, I don't think you really see me too much more. I'm gonna go get in here so that way my guys don't die. So we no longer have holy power. Instead of holy power, not only do we not have holy power, we no longer have Ward of Glory because that was a holy power based spell. They did leave us with Light of Dawn because we don't have that many AoEs. So they can't really take away something we don't have that many to begin with. And to replace taking away the holy power, they made it more of how a paladin might actually heal as a holy paladin. You're gonna sacrifice your own health to replace the health of your ally. So your homeboy's gonna get hurt and you can give him some of your health. The way that works is you're gonna heal him, and when you heal him, 50% of that damage done is gonna go to you. I'm gonna let my tank get down a little bit and see. Oh, I'll try to give you a better example of that. But I'm gonna let him get down. Actually, I can show you how much I did heal for 56k, and it hurt me for 19k. But that was just the one heal. I want to give you an example of a couple in a row if we can get enough damage to go on in here. And I'll give you also an idea of how much damage I'm going to take from it. Oh, well, I'm going to kill myself back up. And even though these guys don't necessarily need the full heal from it.
Destruction. 4, 3, 2, 1.
You will die. You will die.
2, 1.
Oh, by the way, you cannot cheese it. It doesn't transfer to your beacon. It's one of the first things I thought was, oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna put my beacon on myself and heal the shit out of everybody. Doesn't work that way. I hope I gave you a little example of how it works. It is kind of nice. It's a nice little change. Something different. Some of my thoughts on it so far are in a raid environment. You're gonna have to kind of watch stuff. I can see somebody not paying attention to their own health, even though you have other healers to help heal up and whatnot. But definitely keep an eye on your own health when healing. I also thought of the fact of a heavy damage phase.
Die.
Let's say you're gonna pop your wings and you're already taking heavy damage, and 50% of that healing you're gonna do is gonna go back to you. So now you're healing for a lot more, and you're also hurting yourself for a lot more while you're taking all this extra damage. Now granted, your holy shocks are gonna be left and right, and you're gonna be able to heal yourself back up with those, no problem. But that is if you go right back to healing yourself, after you hit it once or twice, and don't get overboard. I know that's personally something I was thinking I might have to watch out for, because I can see myself just spamming that all day and not realizing, oh shit, I'm hitting myself like a truck. The other point I'm not sure if I even mentioned this. The other point of this video is because I came back, I'm testing my new UI, so you let me know how you like it.
You
So
will
far, I have
die.
noticed that my auras are a little higher up than I would like, but I have my focus. I'll focus myself. So my target cast is right above my own cast to help with keeping track of that. So I'm not sure. I might change it around a little bit. Also, you notice I have all this extra room down low. All that room is reserved for bigger parties. So that way, when I get into a mythic, well, I set it up for 20 man. So if I get into a 20 man, which would be a mythic, it's gonna fill the full bottom. Anything more than that will go off to the side. So if I enter a BG and it's just a huge
You
BG, I'm
will
not gonna have to
die.
move my actual bars. I always hated that, so it was something I thought of when I set it up this time. Yeah, just let me know what you think. All my spells and when and they're off on and off cooldown right there. Here, I'm gonna show you an example. Let me go ahead and pop my wings, and I'm gonna heal this shit. Taking damage. Alright, so I heal myself up nice. Yeah, there's no more damage going on, but I'm still healing these guys like a truck. So, like, so there wasn't no damage when I was healing like that. If there was damage, it was taking all the additional damage on top of what I'm taking from healing people. So that might give you a little example of how you really need to be careful in a raid environment with this. I remember there was a few times when I was learning how to use hand of sacrifice where I killed myself with that, or at least got really, really close. Uh, oh yeah, speaking of which, because that made me think of the fact that divine protection with hand of sacrifice helps reduce the damage transferred. When you do use your divine protection, it will reduce 20% of that 50%, so you're only taking 30% of the heal. I can show you that if you like. I'm gonna go ahead and use it without actually even having any damage going out. Just oh, here we go. Let's see. Oh, oh, that was completely my bad. I'm still getting used to my keybinds, and that was my bubble instead. And that was the other thing I was gonna mention. If you pop your wings and pop your bubble, or if you pop your bubble and use this period, you're not going to take any of that damage that you would normally do for healing somebody else. So you can spam this all day. But I see this making, like, normally your bubble is a defensive cooldown. I could see you popping your wings and then popping your bubble, and now you just turned your defensive cooldown into an offensive, or not offensive, but a healing cooldown, which is, I like the way they work together. Honestly, it's like it was meant to be together, and I really see that coming in handy in the raids. Sorry, the dungeon's so kind of boring, really. I just wanted to do a dungeon because it's nice, easy. I can talk about what I think about the changes and the stuff coming up. One of the other changes I didn't mention
Four,
yet was
three,
the
two,
mastery.
one.
Before mastery for a holy pally, and I'm still gonna have to keep reminding myself this, was there was a orb shield. So let's say I heal somebody for a percentage of whatever my mastery is, I'm putting a shield on that person for the percentage I healed them, right? It was an awesome mastery. You're always healing somebody like extra by healing them. Now our mastery turns us into actual melee healers, so our plate's not gonna go to waste. Is this a bug? This might be bugged. Oh no, it went away. Okay, cool. But so the closer we are, the more healing we're gonna do. That means stand with the tanks, and my mastery will give me extra 30% healing to anybody within the range, which it says proximity. I think I read somewhere it's like 10 yards or something. It's not very much, I know that much. So you kind of stack on your tanks and your melee, and you're gonna do more healing to them. It's gonna be a little bit of a change for me being in melee, just because I'm used to having space like this, sit back in the backyards. But I mean, I PvP'd before and I've been up in the mix, so I'll get used to it as I get hit because I'm in melee. But you know, all changes, you give it some time to get used to and figure it out. Part of my healing, my UI too, I know it's just gonna take a matter of getting used to. Same with the mouse. But let me know what you guys think of the changes to the Holy Pally. I guess I heard, like, rumor was a lot of Holy Pallies were happy to get rid of the Holy Power and they didn't like it. Personally, I kind of liked it because I like the way it balanced out. I like the way that you use your Holy Shock, which is like your prime, or I don't say prime ability, but it's like it's a paladin thing. Your Holy Shock, and it's going to give you Holy Power. And I think a Holy Power is being a paladin thing too. But I mean, I could see this in the same way as sacrificing your own health to heal your homie. It's pretty cool. I like the idea of it, and it definitely helps switch things up, which I think was kind of the main goal with that right there. And I'm letting these guys get hurt. And this dungeon's almost done. I thank you guys for watching. If you're still with me, or even just checking out the video, if you know, had an extra minute. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. I know it's not really a whole bunch to cover about the changes to Holy Pally. I don't really think I missed anything. There are some talents, level 110 talents I didn't go over in PvP talents, artifacts. I'm just really going over what I'm playing right now. All that stuff, hopefully cover in Legion. Let you guys know what I think then. It's kind of nice to come back to the game that you've been away for a minute and have something to look forward to. Oh, I do want to say that or the, I forgot to name it. Light of the Martyr is the name of the heal, and it is an insta heal. So it is nice to have another instant heal besides Holy Shock. And it and Holy Shock also go together well too, because say you're on the run, you're gonna Light of the Martyr a couple times, and you're still running, you can Holy Shock yourself back up, and both of them are insta cast, and they work good together. I can see how they try to put the other abilities in with it, so I mean, I think they did a good job. Blizzard always show Pally's love. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you around.